Okay, 15th of March 2026. So, I know the song because I've heard it many times. It starts with "Everybody needs a little time away." That's the bit they gave me. So maybe you're thinking of getting away for a holiday or something. It's Chicago. I'd say I'm sorry. We've got Virgo, 6th house of Virgo, and Neptune. Victims and martyrs to your health, maybe. Maybe it's your health, mental, physical, financial, spiritual, whatever, health. So let's have a look. Today's card is the Devil. So it may be that you've got something toxic in your body or in your life. Hopefully it'll be a reverse, and then that will mean that you're freeing yourself from it. It's Capricorn energy. Capricorn is about career, ambition, and steadfastness, because Capricorn always get where they intend to go. If they don't, then they choose not to. Checking we are recording, because I don't want to go through that again. So it's the Devil. Ashley Lee. Oh, there he is. Definitely something toxic then. Toxicity in your life. Maybe you're getting poisoned by something in the environment. This is being shackled, being a prisoner, which is the Neptune energy. Forced by contract, vow, or promises that were made under duress. You are imprisoned. There is a large sum of money or security involved here, and loyalty. This is the family unit, Cancer energy, Mia, 7 or 25, needing to take back control of your life, to work as a team with others, to get back on track. A new car, new vehicle perhaps. But there is the chance of somebody here self-medicating, drugs, alcohol. They're not in charge of their emotions. Immaturity, stunted emotional growth. Somebody is not happy, somebody is depressed. And they have enemies, and those enemies may well be themselves. Negative speak to yourself and others. Coming in fast, communications, negativity. And a decision. Someone here is in denial. They are either protecting others, not sure of the facts, or in denial. We've got 2 twos, so this can't go on forever. You can't keep juggling, trying to do everything by yourself. You need help in this, but you keep putting it off until tomorrow. So this could be addictions. Addictions to prescription medication, or otherwise recreational, alcohol, etc. So the only energy there we've got is Cancer. Let's see what it says about Cancer. Cancer's in Jupiter, or Jupiter in Cancer, sorry, and the IC. And it is in its own house of home and family life. There a small amount of Gemini, which is in its own house. It's not in the chart, so that's why. Neptune we know is in Aries now, and Virgo not mentioned in the chart. So it is in its own house, which it says it is, 6th house of healing. So healing yourself and others of this toxicity. Richard, Katie, Zoe, and Mia, Lee and Ashley, they're the names that come up. Emergency vehicles. Yeah, there is a welcome visitor coming, a tall, handsome stranger perhaps, but the door is open. Fire sign energy. Possibly a child, possibly an immature adult. Immature in their actions. But he seems to have grown up, or is the same a member of the same family. We have somebody honouring the dead. An older and a younger member of the same suit. This is the Ron Seal man. He does what he says he's going to do. Puts his money where his mouth is. The standing stones. But there it is again, the death. This is how it started yesterday. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It is only the shell that dies, not the soul. Enough is enough. What's done is done. It's time to end the pain, physical and emotional. But it may end with a bloodbath, because we've got more violence here, and every time I say this it gets worse, and I don't like that card. Knife crime, shootings, violence. They want to win at all costs, and they don't care how they do it. They carry their pain. You must let yours go. Take the high road. Because no one wins these fights, and everyone will regret it. There we have the enemy overcome. The same card on the same card. Coming in fast, the truth sets you free. So a small amount in Aries, but we have got Aries all over the chart. So Aries in Venus, Aries, Saturn, Venus in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, which we've got there, Ascendant in Aries, Chiron in Aries, which is healing. So they're all there. And we have that guy again. Faith, hope, blessed 3 times, Mark, Diane, Simon, Peter, binding yourself to the spiritual realm, not the material. Healing of the neck and throat, friendships, marriages, teachers, schools, institutions, indoctrinations, religion, the Pope, Catholic Church. The way you was brought up to believe something means that you will miss an opportunity. One of these opportunities has to be let go. You can't have it all. So 5 and 23, we now have Taurus. So we've got Uranus in Taurus, so that's rebellion, which is what we need. Ceres in Taurus. So a missed opportunity at least a year ago, and impatience, because your ships aren't coming in. Things aren't going the way you want them to, and it's becoming a heavy burden that you need to lay down. You now have the moral high ground. So do the right thing. And then it starts with patience. So we need to learn the patience. And when we do, when we're patient and stop demanding, things will happen. But there is this toxic situation. Somebody's selling the soul for shiny baubles, selling the soul to the devil, unfortunately. A bond that can't be broken. You have to come home to who you truly are and declare where you stand. So 3 twos now, decisions in all areas, and children, your siblings, or your childhood, someone from the past returns. The number 10 is negative. That wheel of fortune turns. We are in retrograde there. Fate is against us. We will possibly have to revisit something. Number 10 is negative. You need a new team because the one you've got is not built on firm foundations. If you're thinking of getting a new business, it will profit within 3 years, not 1. But you cannot give up, even if money's tight. But life is not a race. Competition and comparison are not your friend. We don't chop the apple tree down for firewood because it hasn't bore fruit. We trim the branches, we feed the roots, and hope for a better crop later on. Because at some point, intentionally or unintentionally, you have done something, and now you're reaping what you sow. So now we have to plant a new seed in the hopes that it will grow better. Because this, like I said, is too much of a heavy burden. 10 of Wands. So somebody doesn't want to let go of a sure thing for something that may not be quite so sure. But neither energy is any good now because, like I said, people stay in unhappy places. It brings them down and everybody around them down. So it could be because of health. Maybe that's why he's sticking around, health issues. So the apple a day off that apple tree, so it did bear some fruit then. The intestines, the abdomen's going with your gut instinct, hospital doors, vocational workplace. This is equivalent to the Hermit, which is the Virgo card. So 9 and 27 could be important. Health services, work, altruism, teamwork, of which there is some, but not where you are. Pets, efficiency, vocation and daily routine. This is about where you dedicate your life, and if you do it without expectations of reward, or if you do it out of the goodness of your heart. Somebody here is doing it only out of the goodness of, not out of the goodness of the heart. They're playing the martyr. They are doing it because they have to, not because they want to. So, Virgo and Neptune, critical, very critical. Picking at yourself and others, unfortunately. This placement aspires to service and sacrifice for the good of the whole. Neptune may distort perception, but Virgo can be constructive and channel for inspiration. So you need to tune into spirit to channel where to put your energy. Because somebody here is putting things off until tomorrow, and it needs to be done now. Feeling the Fool. 22. And Aries is more the fool than anybody, not because they're stupid, because they are the first sign, the baby of the zodiac. And this fool is the first card in the deck. And the last, if you like, 0 and 22. So somebody feels like a 0. And number 8, awareness, practice and construction. This is what you're not doing that you should be doing. Be alert, be aware. 8. So tune in and listen to your gut instinct. The solitary shaman, the walker between the worlds, who bridges the gap between the physical and non-physical realities. You must call on the spirit helper when in need of connection and awareness of self and your surroundings. She will guide you when in need and be an invisible ally. The spiral into self indicates a knowing of who you are, past, and the physical body, where you came from without the need for ego. This card represents the knowing of yourself, the true you, so coming home to who you truly are. A deepening of your awareness and understanding of the world through a shaman's eyes. You see, when our physical body dies, there it is, the death of the physical body, our soul lives on to reincarnate again and again. So who are you without the limitations of that shell? One needs to look very deep to take off the restrictions of who we think we are. If we were never to interact with another person, who would we express ourselves as? If that's not who you are now, then you are not only lying to others, but to yourself. Are you comfortable with who you are on the inside? And does it match the person you are on the outside? There may be egos that need to be set aside, and a need to find inner strength to be who you truly meant to be, free from the harsh judgments we find of those around us. You need to find like-minded people, your team, who support and love you unconditionally. There is no unconditional love here. It's drained. Are you with like-minded people, or people support and love you unconditionally? Only when you love who you are on the inside and fully know who you are by doing what brings you joy, do you then not care what other people think about you. You must stand proud and confident in your own skin. It's a powerful energy to be reckoned with. From the place you can take on anything. When you find that place, remember what it feels like, so that you can keep it inside for when you're feeling off centre and the need to find your strength again. Look within. The shaman spiral is also showing the need to practice your spirituality, to have faith in some way. You are too bogged down in the physical world. Start doing the practice, wake up and meditate. Light your incense on the altar or sit with a tree each day until you feel it speak to you. Doing the work means showing up and making your spiritual connection necessary to feed your spirit and keep you uplifted in this physical world. So if it's all work and no play, we know what that does to Jack, don't we? So we've got 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's Bridget again. So we go to sleep thinking of Bridget. That's not a very flattering picture of her, to be fair. Just a redhead, I think, like her out of the quiet man. She's Irish, she's a redhead, she's feisty. And she's the one that started my page off on Facebook all them years ago after I'd had a stalker. So, 1st and 2nd of February could be very important. The triple aspect goddess, a sacred flame, keeps burning in Ireland. So fires in Ireland maybe. Her outstretched wings brush the earth with love. The arts and crafts, Neptune, creating good harvest, the apple tree. Healthy babies, healing of emotional and physical wounds. That is what we need. Bringing clear sight. Finding the goddess Bridget in your card spread asks you to nurture your creative talents. Whether it be a vegetable plot, in your womb, in the arts and crafts, or indeed in any situation you find yourself. You can invite in Bridget with her creativity to help you make new from old. Bridget encourages you to see what can be done in a situation. So stop spending and make do amend, because you may need that money later on when there's a run of bad luck. What the potential is, and perhaps what you are not aware of. Go to sleep thinking of her, and she will visit you in your dreams, bringing you inspiration, new ideas, and creative solutions. Traditionally, she brings relief from long-standing health concerns, particularly those to do with the eyes and vision. So you will see things very, very clearly now. You'll be no longer in denial like that madam there. And the dragonfly. 17 in the tarot. This is Aquarius. 48. The dragon and the pansy. Balance, patience. There we are. So the dragonfly is a very beautiful symbol. If you're lucky enough to have the weather from and see one, then lucky you, because it is a sign that things are going to change in a positive way. So 48. Perching with a delicate grace, the dragonfly is a symbol of balance, nimble and attuned as a dancer. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease, which you too should be able to do. Pansies are named from the French word penser, meaning thought, and they were given by the Victorians as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. So put your words into action. Do what you say you're going to do. Like the dragonfly hovering above water, you are healthy and confident. So you're coming out the other side healthy and confident once you find the balance in your life. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Is my intention shared among my various interests and endeavours, or do I tend to favour just one? Am I satisfied by how I spend my time and energy? I don't think so. How can I build more balance into my life? You need to find balance. Balance your energy, or the toxicity will remain. Final card then. Give your loved ones in spirit something to smile about. When you're happy, they're happy. Simple as that. They don't want you to be grieving over them all the time. They live through you. Be vulnerable. Take those walls down just a little bit. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable. He refuses point blank to be vulnerable. Or she if it's a Cancer. For it requires courage to take down all the walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become, I can understand it with this toxic situation, because as soon as you let your guard down, they will be in there to try and be spiteful and nasty and use your vulnerability against you. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. See, I did it already, that triggered me. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. There's the butterfly with our fool. Where's the fool? Match is usually, well, he hasn't got the butterfly, has he, because he's putting it off until tomorrow. But the butterfly comes when he doesn't. So transformation is needed. Be the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable, dare to be open. Vulnerability is your strength. Love and light. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye bye.